All right, the metric system that we're going to talk about is based on units of 10. It's a lot easier than standard we use in the United States, where we use fractions. This is based upon units of 10, so therefore we just move the decimal to the left, to the right, however many places. So there are a couple of prefixes. We're going to start with the most basic ones. So we've got kilo, and kilo means 1,000. If you have a kilo of anything, that's 1,000. Underneath kilo, we've got hecta, and hecta means 100. Underneath hecta, we're dividing by 10 again, and we're going to have deca, and deca means 10. So underneath deca, when we divide 10 by 10, we've got our base. So our base is just equal to a factor of 1, because anything times 1 is itself. Now we're getting smaller underneath base. We've got deci, which is 1/10. Under deci we have centi, which is 1/100th. And under centi we have milli, which is 1/1000th. Okay? So the abbreviations for these is a capital K, a capital H, a capital D. Sometimes you may see a little d, little a, lowercase da. That means deca, but this one's probably more common. Base can be anything. Base could be things like liters, meters, grams. Anytime you see a letter by itself, like in this case, that's going to mean that you have a base. Deci is going to be a lowercase d, centi is a lowercase c, and milli is a lowercase m. So the silly sentence that we have to remember this as a mnemonic device, we have King Hector died by drinking chocolate milk. So King Hector died by drinking chocolate milk. I don't know, maybe it was laced with some arsenic or some poison or whatever else. But King Hector died by drinking chocolate milk. Maybe he was lactose intolerant. Maybe it was poisonous chocolate, whatever. Okay, so here is basically the more common ones that you're going to see in, say, physical science class. So we are going to go 3 above and 3 below. So let's go above for the chemistry class here. So kilo, above kilo, the next one we're going to have what's called mega. And mega is a million. So that is a 1 with 6 zeros behind it. So one thing you'll notice, between here and here, we are dividing by 10 as we go down and multiplying by 10 as we go up. But once we get past this level, we've added on 3 more zeros. So we're not multiplying by 10 anymore. We're actually multiplying by 1,000. So the abbreviation for mega is a capital M. And if we go up even higher, the next one up is called giga. So giga is 1 billion. So once again, we're going to tack on 3 additional zeros to have 1 billion. So 1 billion is 1 with 9 zeros. If I wanted to put this in scientific notation, I would say 1 times 10 to the 9th power. So above giga, we have tera, T-E-R-A. And tera is 1 trillion. So that is a 1 with 12 zeros behind it. So places where you may hear giga and tera, especially in the computer world, if you're talking about storage space or hard drives or things like that, you may have a terabyte hard drive or a gigabyte hard drive. And a terabyte is just 1 times 10 to the 12th power. All right, so now if we go down here to the bottom, actually, this I should move my line here a little further down under here between milli. All right, so anywhere between here, like I said, we're moving by a factor of 10. Anywhere above, we're moving by a factor of 1,000. So this means the decimal places that we're going to move are 3, and here the decimal places we're going to move are 1, and down here again we're dividing by a factor of 1,000. So we are going to move 3 decimal places. So underneath milli, we have something called micro. So micro is 1 times 10 to the negative 6th power, because like I said, we're going to take this number, we're going to divide by 1,000, so we're going to move our digits out 3 or decimal places 3 more times to the left. The abbreviation or the symbol for micro is a Greek letter mu. And the Greek letter mu kind of looks like a backwards Y with a little tail on it, but this is the abbreviation for micro. So let me go back up here. I didn't put the abbreviation for giga and tera. So giga is a capital G, tera is a capital T. Alright, so underneath micro, if I divide by 1,000 again, I'm going to have nano. Alright, so nano is 1 times 10 to the negative 9th, and it's abbreviated with a lowercase n. And underneath nano, we have a unit called pico. So P-I-C-O, pico. And pico is 1/1,000,000th, so that is 1 times 10 to the negative 12, and it's abbreviated with a lowercase p. The negative exponent on my scientific notation just means that I move the decimal to the left, whereas up here I had a positive exponent, which means that I move the decimal to the right. Okay, so if we wanted to add to our silly sentence here, King Hector died by drinking chocolate milk, so let's choose a different color here, so we'll choose yellow, and we'll say, so TGM, what about the great man? The great man, King Hector. So that gives us our TGM. And to go smaller, the great man, King Hector died by drinking chocolate milk. And this mu, because it kind of looks like a U or a backwards Y, so we'll say it looks like a U, we're going to say under. So NP, we'll say new parliament. So maybe maybe he's not going to be a despot or a ruler anymore. Maybe he's getting some form of different type of government in. But anyhow, here's a silly sentence. You can make up your own, but here's one that students in my class typically use as a mnemonic device to remember. The great man, King Hector, died by drinking chocolate milk.